There have been countless hours and days when in my mind I travel back to Tully's to that New Year's Eve of 1847. And I tried desperately to hold on to it for all that it was, to keep it safe, colourful, and next to me for all time. We were about to join the mass exodus out of Ireland to escape the famine. Little did we know how drastically our lives would change. I remember that night so clearly because for a few brief moments, everything seemed so perfect.
If that's your idea of a ploy to keep us here in Ireland, well, I can tell you right now, it worked.
Oh, Braggy, if I knew that me penny was to keep you here, I'd play for you to the day that I died.
Oh, you'd be wasting your time there, Flan. As if you blowing hot air was enough to keep us here.
I don't know about that, Patrick O'Malley. It's because of me having to listen to you blowing your hot air that we're even going.
Oh, listen to the woman, will you? As if there's even a slight chance on God's green earth that I could get that wife of mine to go anywhere without her consent or permission.
Well, one thing's for sure, Patrick, my love. Limerick will not be the same without the Callahans and the O'Malleys around to keep us all smiling.
Ah, you make it sound like we'll be gone forever, Maggie. We'll be back when things get better.
Well, I'll hold you to that. 30 seconds to the new year, everybody.
Daddy's going to miss midnight, for heaven's sake.
He won't miss it, Bridie. It'll be midnight wherever he is. He's probably celebrating with his friends. It's the last time he'll see them, remember? Besides, our Mick looks like he's enjoying himself.
I hope you're not getting the young lad drunk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, darling.
Not all Irish eyes are smiling tonight, Patrick.
God, she'd have you believe that the famine was all my doing if she had her way. Hey, Ma Callahan, let me get you your New Year drink.
No.
Oh, of course you'll have one, Ma. Patrick, get her a drink.
No, I will not. I know what you're planning, Patrick O'Malley, and I'll tell you right now, it's not going to work.
Planning?
If you think that you can ply me with drink so that you can drag me helpless body onto that boat tomorrow, you got another thing coming.
Oh, it's not a boat, it's a ship. And helpless or lifeless, you'll be on that ship one way or t'other.
Patrick, you're not helping matters.
Hey, Happy New
Maggie, a malt for me oldest son and his friends.
I'll be happy to give your son his malt, Patrick, up in the house. But I think his friends should be told that this is a Catholic pub.
I'm perfectly well aware that this is a Catholic pub, Maggie O'Hare. But if I'm willing to overlook that unfortunate circumstance and put up with the likes of you, I should think you'd be man enough to do the same.
Happy New Year, love. Happy New Year.
Hey, Granny.
Oh, Daniel. Kathleen.
Granny, just because we're leaving Ireland, don't mean we can't take a bit of her with us.
Oh, you're a good lad, Daniel.
Here's to another year, Granny. Gran, I know you'll miss this, but it'll be like home. Before long, wait and see.
Gran, it'll be like Christmas. They say there's land as far as the eye can see.
So what's the use of staying on this shore? She's broken and battered and crumbling at her core. And we'll not forget all that we had here, but rather thank our luck for a promising new year. Here's to another year, I'll drink to that. Here's to another year of hard remembrance, I'll drink to that.
That's why we chose to leave Ireland's troubled isle. So here's to another year, I'll be back. Here's to another year of the remembrance. I'll bring back the ones I hold dear. Here's to another year.
Oh, shite, Kathleen, will you put that down and get your arse home?
Ach, Bridget, you've got the class of a longshoreman with the mouth of a dockhand.
Aye, and the hands of a blacksmith to go with him. So you watch your tongue, O'Malley, or I'll pull it out your mouth and dance on it.
I'll meet you later on Ryan's Hill.
Oh, there's no accounting for taste.
He'll be there. Now go.
Hello, Sean.
Come on. Bye, Sean. Watch her come, girl. Bye, Sean.
I see your Patrick's had his usual skinful tonight. Riley dear.
Better to get him and our Mickey home. We got a grand day ahead of us tomorrow.
Oh, Nolan, me old friend. Happy New Year to you. We're off to New Brunswick, you know, lad. I think it's this way.
Oh, come on.
Straight to bed, Mickey, with you when you get home. No dilly-dallying. Danny, where did Kathleen go?
Oh, she had to go. Her dad's looking for her. I'm on my way over there now.
All right, but don't be late, Danny.
Aye, Ma. Good night. Come on, son. Just put her down and come on.
Come on, Ma. We got a grand day ahead of us tomorrow.
Oh, you may have, but I have not.
Ach, Ma, don't start that again. We've been over that 1,000 times now.
Just answer me one thing, Brady. Why?
Because we're starving, Ma. Thousands of us are dying over here. Besides, Patrick told you it isn't going to be forever.
Well, then I'll just wait for you here.
We have to go where there's work. It's a new year, a new country, a new beginning.
I don't want no new beginning. And I certainly don't want no new country neither. I know what you've been telling everyone, but you know as well as I do that once we leave here, we'll never walk on God's green fields again. And you don't want no new country any more than I do. I'm your mother. I can read you like a book.
Then turn the pages and read my heart, Ma. For if you do, you'll see that I need to be where my husband is, and my boys, and where I want my mother to be. Whether that's here, on New Brunswick, or the other side of the world. We're family. I want us all to be together. You, me, Mickey, Patrick.
Oh, that's another reason for me not to go.
Our Danny. Oh, you'll want to be with our Danny now, won't you?
Oh, he's a fine lad, that boy of yours. Just like his grandpa Daniel. He smiles like him, you know.
I know, Ma. I remember. Now, come on.
Farewell, and God bless you. And don't be forgetting your old friends back in Limerick now.
I don't got no friends in Limerick.
And the winner of the Irish Stakes is Neddy by a whisker.
A whisker? Don't be daft. You can't see the other races for the dust from me hills, Denny lad.
Well, then turn around there, Neddy boy. Let's check it out. Oh, you're right. Oh, not another runner in sight.
Oh, it's a tragic day when a man can't quench his thirst.
Oh, here, Sean. Oh, you drank it all. Oh. What the hell am I doing leaving me home, Sean?
It's called survival, Dan.
I can survive anything and anywhere.
Oh, you might be able to survive hunger, cold, and disease, but you'd never be able to survive your ma if you told her you weren't going.
Oh, Father Kelty himself couldn't survive that.
Oh, 1840. Can you believe it, Dan?
Aye.
Oh, stop your worrying. She'll be here before long.
Oh, not that father of hers has anything to do with it.
You're right. That dad of hers will
Ah,
walk
there
around.
she is now! Oh, Kathleen.
Had to wait till he fell asleep.
Oh, does he know anything?
No, he doesn't suspect a thing.
Oh, that's
good.
what? Wait a minute. Kathleen, you're not thinking.
Sean.
You are. You're going to New Brunswick. You're leaving me too.
I'm sorry, Sean. We couldn't tell you in case me dad found out.
Thanks.
Well, Sean, you know I couldn't leave without Kathleen.
I thought it was all arranged that Kathleen and me would follow later.
Sean, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. You're off to paradise, leaving me here to face the music and... Your dad?
Well, he'll not blame you, Sean.
Not blame me. He'll skin me alive. And that's just for starters.
Well, now you know how he reacted when I told him a year ago I was even thinking of going. He kept me cooped up in the house for 3 months. I had to listen to all of his lectures about the evil Catholics and how I was throwing my life away. I couldn't see Danny or go anywhere on my own for the whole 3 months. If he found out I was going, he'd lock me in the cellar.
Right. And you're his daughter. I'm just a neighbour boy. Think of what he'd do to me.
I'm sorry, Sean. We've been good friends forever, us three. Oh, I'm going to miss you.
Oh, I'll miss you too, Kathleen. Both of you.
Well, you'll be over to New Brunswick before long, Sean. As soon as your ma's better, you'll be over.
If Ma gets better. If not, I got my brothers and sisters to take care of.
You won't be totally alone, Sean. You'll have Bridget to keep you company.
Must be kidding, Dan. I need a chair and a whip just to tame her.
Get up, you tambour, you do.
All right. I'm going. I'll see you both at the docks tomorrow morning.
Good night, Sean.
Bye, Sean.
I'm going to miss Sean, Kit. He's been a good friend.
That he has, Dan. He took it better than I thought.
Can you believe it? You and me, together forever. What is it, Kit?
What am I going to do about me, Da?
Oh, he'll be fine. He's got your Uncle Quinn to look after him. You've done your part for him since your ma died. If you're worried about his anger, then you...
His anger I can take. Put up with that for as long as I can remember. But there's sorrow and disappointment that'll hurt me most.
Well, you'll write to him. He'll get over it. You wait and see.
This time tomorrow there'll be no more need to hide our true feelings. The whole world will know that I am promised to Daniel O'Malley.
And I am promised to Kathleen Owen. When the weary moon descends and dances with the sun, and early morn is nigh,
Our time will be at hand, and we'll dance over water at a whisper and a sigh.
but until the night is through, I shall bide my time till tomorrow, then adieu. Tomorrow when I wake, I'll see you when I wake.
count the hours until tomorrow when I wake.
What was it your ma told you before she died?
Follow your heart.
And where's your heart, kid?
Wherever you are, Danny, wherever you are.
But until the night is through, I shall bide my time till tomorrow, then adieu. Tomorrow when I wake, I'll see you when I wake. I'll dream of you and count the hours until tomorrow when I wake. Tomorrow, I wish today were called.
Tomorrow we'll surrender all.
And count the hours I will. Count the hours until tomorrow when I wake. I'll see you when I wake. And I'll dream of you and count the hours until tomorrow when I wake.
Oh, Danny.
Ma?
Oh, Danny, I didn't see you there. I was just getting your gran her warm milk out for sleep. Would you like some?
No thanks, ma.
I was just remembering the time your dad got me that silly old vase for our first anniversary. I was hoping for a new shawl. You can imagine my reaction when he presents me with a vase, for heaven's sake, as if this was going to keep me warm at night with the wintry gales biting right through me. Your dad has filled this vase with flowers 1,000 times since then, warming me through and through, more than any vase ever could, any shawl ever could. And now because of the baggage quota, I have to leave it here along with everything else it's made of more than 30 years of my life.
Ma. Oh, don't cry, ma. Oh, everything will be all right.
Oh, well, you still have us.
Oh, I do, Danny. And I thank the good Lord every day for it. Oh, little Sarah Flynn died today.
Oh, no. She was the last one, wasn't she?
A few days ago, they thought she was going to make it, but the fever took hold and wouldn't let go. Poor Megan, and you have lost all 8 children in as many months.
Well, I'm glad we're going to New Brunswick, ma. Are you?
It doesn't matter how I feel. Once the decision was made, we were going. There's no turning back.
Well, Dad keeps saying it's only for a short time, till things improve here in Ireland.
Oh, it makes him feel better if he thinks it's not forever. Ma, would you like your milk out here in your room? Ma! Oh, she's in one of her moods again. Mother! Danny, I have to tuck your brother in. Will you take your gran's warm milk into your da? Oh, he'd love to have a little sip of it.
Don't you dare give me milk to that per excuse of a son-in-law.
Works every time.
Here you go, Granny.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. Now you sit yourself right down there and give a real light to your granny in this dark world of mine.
Oh, Granny, your world's not so dark.
Oh, it's dark, Daniel. It's getting blacker by the minute. Oh, it'll be worse than purgatory, sitting on that boat for weeks on end.
Well, Granny, we'll make the best of it. And before we know it, we'll be in New Brunswick.
Oh, you're supposed to make me feel better. That turned me milk sour. Here, do your thing. Where's me special box? take a double tonight, I think. I hear there's thousands leaving Ireland every day.
Yeah, they say up to 20,000 are leaving a week.
Well, where in heaven's name are they going to put us all?
Well, it's a big country, Granny.
Oh, it's not as big as Ireland. Why, it took your grandpa and me 4 days by horse and cart to get from Mayo to Dublin on t'other side. Now, if this new land is so big, then why can't we see it across the ocean?
Granny, it's a long way over.
No, there'll be no room for us when we get there. We just have to turn right round and come back. Now, you mark my words.
All right, Granny. Maybe you're right.
I am. Oh, dear me.
We're all listening to you, Granny.
Thank you, Daniel. You're tucking me in. You're such a lovely boy. Oh, dear, dear.
Now, Granny, is there anything I should remember for you for tomorrow?
Oh, yes, indeed. Don't forget to bring me special box.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine more upon your face. The rain fall soft upon the fields. And until we meet again, until we meet again, may the good Lord hold you safe, hold you in the palm of his hand.
Come on, Ma. We'll have to be checked by the medical officer.
I'm not having young men poking and prodding me before I board a ship I don't want to board. Going to a country I don't want to go to.
We have to be checked for typhoid. Call her, Ma.
No.
What? But we're not sick! We're not sick, I tell you!
I said no.
We said for 2 years.
Next.
Nothing now. Let us go!
No, Bridie, they're sick. Stay away from them.
They're no sick. Just hold.
What do you mean?
Watch.
Oh, yes, for 3.
Did you catch that?
The scoundrel's taken a bribe.
No bribe, no ball.
Well, that lets me out. I'm broke. Come on.
Ma, Patrick, what are we going to do? We don't have a piece of spare copper between us.
This is wrong. You're not going to tell them.
You intend to board that ship, Sunshine. I wouldn't be doing that.
She's right, go on then. Yes, for 5.
Wait, she's with us. That's our daughter, Erin.
Daddy! Daddy!
What are you
please,
doing?
help me, please! Somebody help me, please!
Patrick, we must help
No,
her.
Bridie, look around you. Are we to help them all? We have to think about us now, or that will be us. I'll have to give the examiner the £15 we were to live on when we got to New Brunswick.
No, Pat. What's the use of going to New Brunswick if we're to die of starvation when we get there?
What's these sentiments exactly?
Ma.
No.
No, here. Johnny Brian.
Oh, not your ring.
Yes, Patrick, you'll give the man this, and we'll speak no more of it. Oh, where's Kathleen? The ship's about to sail.
I don't know. She's late. She was supposed to be here an hour ago. You go on, get in line. I'll bring her when she comes.
All right, come on, Ma.
No, I'm not going nowhere without Daniel.
Go ahead, Dad. Take Ma and Mick with you. I'll bring Granny when she comes.
Bridie.
Oh, Danny.
It'll be all right, Ma. You better see if you'll take that ring.
For how many?
6. Us 3, the lad, lady, and a girl.
Yes, for 6. Dan! Dan, I thought I missed you.
Sean,
Dan.
no. I'm waiting for Kathleen. She knows we said at 11.
Dan.
She was supposed to be here an hour ago.
Dan, it's about Kathleen.
What is it, Sean?
Dan, she's not coming.
Of course she's coming. What are you saying? You're lying!
Dan, she's not coming. I think she told her father.
Why? Why would she say that? She promised me she wouldn't say anything. I'm going to get her.
No, Dan, it's poor
Son!
Mara. You'll never make it. She's
No!
ugly. Besides, her dad will never let her go.
Why? Why is this happening?
She told me to tell you to write to her. She'd phone in a few weeks' time once her dad has settled down.
I can't go. I can't go without her.
Danny, come on. The ship's about to sail.
Ma, it's Kathleen. She's not here. She said she's not coming.
Oh, Danny.
What am I to do? And where have these waters brought me? Say it isn't true. She promised she'd be with me. Must I choose between blood and the woman I love? This moment in time, this moment in time changes my life. I search for some light, a symbol or sign that I'll survive through this moment in time.
Danny, don't renege. She'll join you when she's able. Fold that ship, I beg. This life is so unstable. Don't turn back, I pray. You've dreamed about this day. Danny, don't delay.
Sean!
Go! This moment in time. This moment in time changes my life. I search for some light, a symbol or sign that I'll survive through this moment in time.
Lord, I pray this plea will not go unattended. Have mercy if you please, and let this wrong be mended. Grace, I beg of thee, before they cross the sea. Save my family from
This moment in time. This moment in time changes my life. I search for some light, a symbol or sign that I'll survive through this moment in time.
3 more to board. You better hurry. We'll not wait.
Dan, please, come on.
Go. Kathleen will fall soon, I promise. Even I gotta bring her myself.
You promised me, Sean. You promised me to get her on the next ship.
I promise. Write to her, but send your letters to me in case her dad sees. Now go!
Granny, come on.
You man, you brought me with that thing, and you'll wish you'd never been born.
Where's the other? I thought there was another girl.
No, there's no other girl.
Yes, yes, there is. Erin. Erin, come here, dear. Come, child. Come. You know we nearly left without you, dear.
Sorry, Grandma.
In a solitary second, while the life collide, and you're standing there upon that shore, staring conscious in the eye, and you're pushed by this and pulled by that, the heart and head collide, and the choice you make upon that shore forevermore changes your life, changes your life. This moment in time, this moment in time changes my life. This moment in time, this moment in time changes my life. I search for some light, a symbol or sign that I'll survive through this moment, survive through this moment
papers.
Help me. Help me, please.
Stand back.
This is my son.
You're sick?
Get that away from here!
Take him to the quarantine station. They'll help him there.
Bless you, sir.
Name and papers.
Patrick O'Malley.
For how many?
4.
It states here 5.
One didn't make it. She died on the way over.
Jerry, that's another one. They must have been dropping like flies on that ship. Rough, was it?
What?
On the boat over. Many dying?
Yes, there was a lot dying.
I hope it wasn't the cholera. We don't want your lot bringing your diseases over here, you know.
What did you say?
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Do you have friends or relatives meeting you here?
Yes, Madame has friends who are supposed to be here.
Good, good. While you're waiting, if you're hungry, St. James will have a bread and soup trolley coming around sometime later today. It's a charity, no charge.
We don't take no charity.
Ah, right, sorry. Well, you'll find plenty of places around here willing to take your money. Not all of them honorably either. So, be on your guard. Good, Pop.
I thought it was cold on this ship, but never felt anything like this. Where are they?
Nick's with her. We'll go and fetch her.
Patrick O'Malley!
Fergus Dewey.
Great to see you. It must be 10 years.
Oh, try 15, Fergus. Dunfanaghy, 1833.
That's right, 15 years. Where's the family?
The lads have gone to fetch her.
Her?
It was a long, hard trip. Many sick, many dying.
Oh, Patrick, I'm sorry. Poor Ma. Ma Callahan, you're alive?
Now, is that a look of disappointment on your face there, Fergus?
Oh, no, Ma, just surprised.
Oh, you thought I'd gone to meet me maker, did you? Well, I'm not there yet. No. It was our dear Bridie. The good Lord saw fit to spare her the trials and the torments of leaving Ireland for some freezing, God-forsaken place on the other side of the world.
Ma, Patrick, I'm so sorry. Bridie was a good woman.
Aye, she was that. Over there's our boy Mick, and you remember our oldest?
No, not little Danny.
Oh, no, we threw him overboard. We found this one down in the bilges. Well, what a silly thing to say.
It's good to see you're still around and feisty as ever, Ma.
Yes, and I'll be staying around for a while yet. Until the good Lord decides he wants the pleasure of me company.
Well, then I think she's going to be around for a very long time indeed. Well, come on, grab your things. I've got a wagon waiting to take you to your new home. It's not much, but it'll be a place to start your new life, Ma.
I don't want to start a new life. I'm not finished with the old one yet.
Well, here we are, 23 Court Oak. Like I said, I'm sorry we had to walk the last little bit, but Mrs. Granger, the landlady, won't allow no horses to pull up outside her place, and we don't want to start off on the wrong foot now, do we? But at least we've been spared a snowfall.
What's she like, this Mrs. Granger?
Oh, she's harmless enough, unless you step out of line.
And what happens if you step out of line?
I told you, you had 2 days to pay your rent. And that was 2 days ago. Where you ever got the impression that I am philanthropic is beyond me. If you're looking for charity, I suggest you try Mrs. Beauchamps over on Hillside. I mean, she's very giving. Oh, Mr. Dewey.
Mrs. Granger.
Lovely to see you.
This is Patrick O'Malley and his family.
Mr. O'Malley, welcome to Court Oak. I do hope you'll find it comfortable here. Now, I trust Mr. Dewey's explained all the details to you.
Details?
Rules and regulations, Mr. O'Malley. Rules and regulations. One cannot run a successful and much sought-after boarding house without proper rules and regulations.
I've gone over everything with Patrick, Mrs. Granger. He's a fine man, and I trust will be a good tenant.
Well, I am pleased to hear that, Mr. Dewey. And as you know, any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
This is the way she treats her friends.
Oh, now, who might these young men be?
These are our boys. This is Mick, his brother Daniel.
Oh, very pleased to meet you both. I'll introduce you to Mr. Granger when he gets home. He's gone for his walk at the moment. Oh, but you'll have to meet my little Emily. Emily! Oh, she will be pleased to have somebody closer to her own age staying with us. Emily! Emily! Oh.
Yes, Mother, where's the fire?
There you are, sweetheart. Now, I want you to come and meet our new tenants.
New tenants? How exciting.
This here is Mr. and Mrs. O'Malley and their sons, Nick and David.
Actually, it's not Mrs. O'Malley.
This is Ma Callahan.
So, what you're saying is that this lady is not your wife?
Over my dead body.
Because I should explain to you, Mr. O'Malley, I do run a respectable house.
No, Mrs. Granger. Ma Callahan is Patrick's mother-in-law. Patrick lost his dear wife, Bridie, on the journey over.
Oh, I do apologise, Mr. O'Malley. How devastating for you and your family. Unfortunately, the rent will have to stay the same, even though you are one less, of course.
I understand.
Can I go now, Mother? I'm freezing.
No, you can't. It's not freezing, Blossom. And what are you doing that's so important you have to appear rude in front of our new tenants?
I'm rehearsing, Mother.
Rehearsing?
Oh, yes. My little Emily is going to be an actress. Aren't you, sweetheart?
Yes, Mother.
Do you sing?
Oh, does she sing? Does she sing? Emily, show our new tenants what you can do. Go on.
Mother, I'm rehearsing.
It's all right, Mrs. Granger. We should get your new tenant settled in before night falls.
Oh, very well.
When I was just a wee little girl, my daddy put my hair all up in curls and he'd say, "You're a star." He'd put me on the porch for all to see. I'd sing and dance and ask for free. And he'd say, "You're a star." That's what Daddy said, so it's gotta be true. I'm a star.
Oh, isn't she talented? Oh.
Yes, very talented.
She takes singing lessons 3 times a week. Sometimes Madame Von Doozy's. Sometimes she stays there all night. Don't you, Blossom? Oh, but she does love it.
With affection.
Mr. Dewey, would you be so kind as to show our tenants to their lodgings?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
Come on, Connie.
Oh,
come in.
Use the side door.
Eventually.
I was sorry to hear about your daughter passing away on board the ship like that. Oh, the typhus, was it?
Typhus? Oh, no. Mutiny.
Mutiny?
Aye. That dear girl went mad. She started attacking everyone on board. Can't say was surprised, though. It's in the Callahan blood, you see. 1 minute, you're calm. The next minute, pow!
Oh.
You got off the rails.
Oh. Was there any warning?
Warning? Oh, aye. It's an itch. First, you scratch one spot. And then you scratch another spot. And then it starts. And once it starts, there's no stopping it.
Oh, goodness me. Granny.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, Mrs. Granger. Do we each get a key to the apartment?
Oh, no, Mrs. Callahan. I never give out. Yes. Yes. There we go.
Oh, please, call me ma'am.
God. No one's hiring. What's happening here?
They're taking a bunch already, but no Irish.
Aye, they won't. French, Germans, Italians, even the bloody English, but no Irish.
Fergus is right. We're wasting our time at this lumberyard. They won't hire the Irish. Thank God for that. What did you say?
I said thank God he won't hire
Irish. Shut up, Doc.
Kill a bunch of scavengers.
We'll show you the scavengers.
Get him, boys. Get him, Mike. Get him. That's it, boys. That's it. That's it, boys.
Stop! Listen, that's not going to solve anything.
Who the rest, Gary?
They're coming for them! Fighting's only going to prove to them that they're right. We have to show them that we can work as hard or harder than any other man.
Okay, I need 10 more men. You, what's your name?
Michael Dooley.
And you?
Daniel O'Malley.
Irish. Is that all we've got here today?
And what have you got against the Irish?
I'll tell you what I've got against the Irish. I hired 7 a couple of years back, and I got nothing out of them but trouble. And besides that, they're lazy, they're weak, and they're all a bunch of drunks. That's what I've got against the Irish. Come on, let's go.
What if we was to prove you wrong?
Go home, kid.
I'm being serious. If we was to prove ourselves to you, would you hire us?
And just how are you going to do that?
You hire 10 of us right now. If we don't prove to work faster and harder than any other group of workers you've had, you don't have to take us on and you don't have to pay us. You get a full day's work from 10 strong men and it won't cost you a red cent.
But what's the catch?
No catch. But if we work out, you hire us now and other Irish later.
What makes you think I wouldn't just do you out of a day's pay?
Because I think you're a bigot, but an honest bigot, and a man who's willing to admit he's wrong if proven. So, do you take the challenge?
I can see this one's going to be trouble. Yes, you can try and prove me wrong, but if I get any trouble, I hold you responsible.
Wait, lad, I'm not working for free. I've got a family starving at home.
Then they'll eat heartily tomorrow for sure.
Don't worry about your dad, Dan. He's got a lot of healing to do, but he'll come around.
Who's for showing this man the true Irish spirit? Let's go, boys.
We'll
There it is. Thank you.
Evening, Mrs. Callahan. I've brought up Mr. O'Malley.
Why did you bother? You should have left him where you found him.
Oh, I couldn't. He was passed out at the bottom of the stairs.
Like you said, you should have left him where you found him. Was our Daniel with him?
No, I was hoping he'd be here. Mother asked me to bring this up for him. It came in the post this morning.
Oh, he'll be so pleased to get that. He's been waiting for it.
Someone special?
Oh, that young lad has a lot of special people in his life.
I wish that...
Oh.
Well, may you get all your wishes but one, dear. So that you'll always have something to strive for.
Oh, it's late. I'd best get back to Mother before she sends for the watch.
Thanks. What did she want, Granny?
So you decided to come home, have you?
Well, where else would I go?
You had me sent back to Ireland. Away from this icebox.
It's nice and warm in here, Granny. Look at the chance. I've only been here 5 months, 5 weeks, whatever.
5 months, 5 weeks, oh! It seems like 5 years to me.
Granny, you should have seen me today. I worked like a horse. We left every other group of men standing. We told them the true spirit of the Irish. Where's our Mickey?
Oh, now he's in bed. Don't you waken him. He's got a right shiner.
Oh, Mickey!
Oh,
Mick!
Daniel, I said don't waken him. Oh, well, it's too late now.
Hi, your first black eye, Mickey. Oh, wait till tomorrow. It'll be a real shiner.
Oh, Daniel, it's a black eye, not a Medal of Honor.
Oh, but it is a Medal of Honor, Granny. In honor of the O'Malleys. What's your opponent look like? I give him a fat lip. Oh, good for you, Mick. What caused the fight?
Never mind what caused it. I'll have no fighting in here.
He said the Catholics were bloody vermin.
Well, you should have knocked all his teeth out of his foul mouth.
Good job, Mick. Well, it's late. You best be getting to bed, Mick.
Good night, Dad.
Good night.
Good night, Granny.
Good night, Mickey.
Good night, Dad.
He don't deserve such affection.
Oh, he's having a hard time of it all, Granny.
Daniel, we're all having a hard time of it. She was your mother and my daughter.
Never got a chance to show her this.
Oh, that's that silly vase she fawned over.
Oh, managed to smuggle it from Limerick, and I was going to give it to her when we arrived.
Well, now, that was very thoughtful of you, Daniel. Ugly as it is, that was very thoughtful of you.
Granny. Well, I best be getting down to bed.
Oh, leave him be. He might just as well sleep through his demons as be kept awake by them. Don't you tell him I said so. I don't want him to think I'm going soft on him.
Well, as if he'd ever believe that, Granny. You going soft? As if anyone would ever believe that. Except Ma.
Oh, dear Bridie. She saw right through me, she did. Oh, you miss her, don't you, love?
Oh, every day, Gran.
Oh, so do I. But you know, her spirit's here with us. I can feel it. Oh, speaking of missing someone, Emily brought this up for you. It arrived today.
Oh, Kathleen!
Now, Daniel, you can have your dinner before you go home. Did you think? Daniel? Oh, family. Family.
My dearest Danny, it's hard for me to accept you're thousands of miles away in another land. I prefer to imagine
you're
that
only in the next room, that I need only open the door to see you, which is easy to do because it seems that wherever I go, whatever I do, I see your face. Oh,
calling your name. And why do they say it gets easier each day? When I miss you more than I did yesterday. I'd climb the highest hill I could. I'd swim every shore and I'd search every wood. I'd roam every road and track. And I'd do it all if I thought that I could bring you back. Each voice I hear, I pray one might be true, that God might agree and lead me to you. But here on the river there's no one but me, and I'm frightened in time you'll be an old memory. How can they say that time will mend my heart when it shatters more every day we're apart? I'd climb the highest hill I could. I'd swim every shore and I'd search every wood. I'd roam every road and track. And I'd do it all if I thought I could bring you back. If only I could see it just to say goodbye. I know that I'll somehow be satisfied.
And I'd climb the highest hill I could. I'd swim every shore and I'd search every wood. And I'd roam every road and track.
And I'd do it all if I thought.
I'd do it all if I thought.
I'd do it all if I thought that I could bring you back. I'd climb the highest hill I could.
Okay, boys, that's time. Go on home.
How's your dad doing?
Oh, he's starting to feel better about things.
Aye, Danny. It's a fine night. Are you coming with us to Rogan's?
No, not tonight, Carrie.
What are you wasting your time on that one for, Kerry? He never goes anywhere.
Why don't you?
I don't know what.
Come with us.
Ah, because he's too good for us, that's why. Come on, boys, Marlene awaits!
Sorry, Dan.
You should go with them.
I can't. I got things to do.
What things?
I don't know, just things.
You've been here for a month now, Daniel, and you've not gone anywhere. Don't waste these warm nights. God knows we have so few of them. You should go. You need to meet friends.
I have friends.
You do, Dan, but they're all in Ireland. Immigrants.
Happy Thanksgiving, David. Is your father home?
Actually, it's Daniel, Mrs. Granger.
Oh.
No, my father's not here. I'm not sure where he might be.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, anyway, I bought you some of my very own homegrown fruits and vegetables.
Ooh.
Oh, now we have some parsnips.
Thanks.
And some lovely turnips.
Oh.
And, there's some sweet peas here. They're for my Emily. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Granger. Thanks a lot. Would you like to come in?
Oh, yes, David, that would be nice. So, how's your grandmother feeling after her little illness?
Oh, she's starting to feel better. She's still not strong enough to walk, but she's eating now.
Oh, that's good. I had a bad taste of the fever myself earlier this year. Oh, I was so bad, I thought I was going to die. Then it got worse. I was afraid I wouldn't. I didn't, of course. Die, that is.
Pity.
Sorry?
That's good, Mrs. Granger.
Well, I was hoping your father was here because, I broke the handle off my spade this morning while I was digging up the vegetables. And, with Mr. Granger out walking, I thought he might fix it for me.
I could take a look at it for you, Mrs. Granger.
Get down, beast, away from my property! Scat! Shoot! Disgusting, four-legged creature! Foul in the street with their very presence! Go away, or to be off to the glue factory with you. And your horse. I'm sorry, David, you were saying?
I could fix it for you.
Fix what, dear?
Your spade.
Why, what's wrong with it? Oh, my spade! Oh, would you, Donald? Oh, that's very nice. I'll just go and get it for you.
Thanks.
Daniel? Daniel? What did the witch want?
Granny, she brought us some fruits and vegetables from her garden.
Oh, avoid the shiny red apple.
Granny.
Oh, look!
A potato.
Oh, I wish I could send it back to Ireland.
Oh, that and a few million more.
Well, you can stuff me in a potato sack and send me back.
And Granny, imagine the disappointment when they ripped it open and saw you looking back at them.
Oh, but I miss it. I really do. Oh, Daniel, I don't want to be buried over here. I want to rest in Ireland beside your grandpa.
Ah, Granny, you're not going anywhere.
Now, Daniel, please promise me that when me time comes, you'll take me back to Ireland and bury me next to your grandpa. Please, Daniel, that's all I ask.
All right, Granny, when the time comes.
Take me back to Ireland when me time on earth is sped, and bury me in St. Michael's ground, side the man I loved and wed. There's an old oak tree, is Ira call, not far from where I lie, and it will shelter me from the summer sun of that August Irish sky. Take me back to the rocks and rivers, to Ireland's fateful green, and her streets of cobblestone. Take me back to the rocks and rivers, 'cause this place will never be
home. Is where I'll take you when your time is at hand. I promise you I'll take you back home to Ireland. I'll take you back to the rocks and rivers, for this place will never be home.
Ireland will always be home. Oh, you're on the Bally by name, but inside you're a Callahan, and a Callahan always keeps his word.
Oh, Granny.
What's this I see? That's a rip in your shirt.
Oh, Granny, never mind.
Oh, heavens be blessed, listen to the boy. You sit right down there. I'm not having no member of this family wandering the streets with a tear in his shirt.
Well, Dad has a few tears in his clothes.
I'm talking the Callahan family, not the O'Malley. Oh, sorry. Now then, what's the news of Kathleen?
I haven't heard anything since that first letter.
Well, is she getting your letters, do you think?
Well, I know she's getting them. I send them directly to Sean and he passes them on to her.
Well, and what does Sean say?
She refuses to talk about it. But I know it's that Dar hers. He doesn't want her coming here, so he'll do anything to stop her.
Now, you don't know that for sure, Daniel. Daniel, it could be a lot of reasons. Now, listen, relationships are, they're like this thread. They can be used to bond things together, make them strong, a beautiful thing, sometimes last forever. But other times, that thread will just break a little, and then finally the whole thing unravels. Oh, sure, you can repair it, but it's never quite the same.
That must be Mrs. Granger. I told her I'd mend her spade for her.
Oh, well, she'll need that all right, for all the digging she does. Prying into everyone else's business.
Hello, Danny. Mother asked me to bring these up for you.
Oh, thanks, Anne. I'll bring them down when I'm done.
Oh, I'll wait.
Okay.
Where's the kid?
Who, Mick, you mean? He's in bed.
Oh, good. He's so tiresome. The way the younger ones can be.
Oh, not grown up, you mean? Like you?
Of course, like me. Who's Kathleen?
No one.
Well, that's sort of funny, writing a letter to no one.
Just a girl.
Just a girl? Like me?
Yes. No?
Well, which is it, silly? Yes or no?
Kathleen's my girl, back in Ireland.
Well, how sweet is that? Danny O'Malley has a girl. I've known you all this time, and I never knew. I had a beau last year. I didn't tell Mother, of course. She'd die if she thought her little girl was dating a man.
Why? You're old enough.
Well, you know, Mother, I doubt I'd ever be old enough to date in her eyes.
Where'd you meet him?
Oh, somewhere. I forget now.
Are you still with him?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just making conversation.
Danny O'Malley, I do believe you're flirting with me.
I'm mixing your spade, for heaven's sake. So never mind. I'm not interested.
I know you're simply dying to know. All right, I'll tell you. I met Stuart at Madame Von Duz's singing class. You do know I go to singing class, don't you? Well, anyway, it didn't last. And now you see before you a free woman again. Did you hear me? Boys.
Sorry, did you say something?
No, I was only humming.
Well, I'm ready.
You are?
Are you ready? I hope you are, because here it is. Your spade. Good as new. Well, you asked me to mend your spade, for heaven's sakes. Evening, Dad.
What was that all about?
Mrs. Granger brought us up some fruits and vegetables from her garden.
Charity? Did you tell her that?
It's not charity, Dad. It's for Thanksgiving. Would you like some?
What have I got to be thankful for? Where are you going?
Out.
This time of night? I asked you, where are you going? Leave go.
Well, what do you think of Rogan's?
Well, I only just arrived, Carrie. I've not had a chance to see much of the place yet.
Just wait till you see Marlene and you'll get your eye full.
Who is this Marlene?
Patience, O'Malley, it's worth the wait.
Well, it's not like home.
You're home.
Well, don't feel like it. I don't know if it ever will.
You have to help it. Open up that tough exterior and let the light in, my friend. Do you really miss Ireland that much?
Well, it's the people I miss more.
Anyone in particular?
Yeah. My friend Sean and my girl Kathleen.
I left my girl back in Dublin too. Gwyneth. We wrote back and forth for a while, but then it just seemed to die out.
Well, that's what's happening with Kathleen. And then there's my dad.
He's still unsettled.
Well, it's like he's given up. I feel like I have to hold the whole family together. Which is a difficult thing to do because it's taken everything I have to just hold myself together.
Well, you're doing a fine job there, Danny boy. And don't worry about your dad, he'll come round. A toast.
Oh, a toast. Well, to all those who wish us well.
And those who don't can go to hell. Danny, here's to the land we love. To Ireland!
To Ireland!
When the whiskey's ripe and the sun's no more, we'll raise our glass to a distant shore. Sláinte! Sláinte! When I close me eyes, I can see Jack's Cove and smell baked bread from me mother's stove. Sláinte! Sláinte! Let's dance till the foremost crack like fire. Let's drink a toast to Ireland, the girl that we admire. Sláinte! 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 Come morning mass, we'll be shunned no doubt. With a quick Hail Mary, we'll be ushered out. Sláinte! Sláinte! But we'll raise our heels, cause it's not that far to the very back door of Galvin's bar. Sláinte! Sláinte! Let's dance!
Let's
and I'll give you another dose of it.
One day, Irish. One day when you don't have your minders with you.
Will you be best sure that you have your minders with you?
Come on, Dan. I'll buy you another malt. You have to keep away from Stuart Klein, Dan. He's nothing but trouble and a dangerous chap to fool with.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rogan's, the finest drinking establishment in New Brunswick. I'm honoured that you've all gathered here this evening to listen to me sing. So I thought I'd start the evening off with a wee tune of my own. Oh, Marley! What's that? What's that? Are you trying to tell me something? Marlene! Are you sure? And who is it you want? Marlene! All right, ladies and gentlemen, Marlene!
I know what you need, and I got the time. And broken hearts and blues don't mix with whiskey and ice. I see what you've done, but never you mind. Tonight I'm feeling usually nice. I know what you need, and I got the time. And broken hearts and blues don't mix with whiskey and ice. I see what you've done, but never you mind, 'cause tonight I'm feeling usually nice. She hit the road, left you in the cold. You're hanging on to life by a thread. She hasn't looked back at your one-horse show. You're sleeping in a lonely cold bed. I know what you need. Hey, I got the time. And broken hearts and blues don't mix with whiskey and ice. I see what she done. Hey, but never you mind. Tonight I feel unusually nice. She hit the road, left you in the cold. I've seen it all before this ain't news. You're fighting each day to keep her memory away. You're pining and you're whining the blues. Emily, I know what you need. I got the time. And broken hearts and blues don't mix with whiskey and ice. I see what she done, but never you mind, 'cause tonight I'm feeling usually nice. Hey.
I suppose that was the Stuart you dated?
A girl's allowed to make one mistake in her life. He happens to be mine.
And I suppose that this is Madame Von Du's singing class?
I haven't had a singing class in 3 years. I haven't needed it.
And your mother?
Doesn't have a clue.
A toast then to parents.
To parents.
Well, would you care to dance, Marley?
Oh, why, I suppose there's room on my car.
You can dance too, huh?
Why, so can you.
Dan!
What is it, Mick?
You have to come home. It's Granny.
Go, Mick. How is she?
Oh, she's sleeping right now. The doctor's just left. He said there's not a lot he can do for her. It's up to her.
He says it's her heart.
Oh, just like my mother. I can see her now. 1 minute she was cleaning out the icebox, chipping away at it, and all of a sudden she was in there, head first. The soles of her size 13s pointing to the heavens. She always said she wanted to go to heaven feet first. Poor thing. She was cold before she was cold. It was quick, though. Very quick.
Your grandmother's a strong woman, Daniel.
You can stop your whispering in there. I'm not dead yet.
I'll go in and see her. Hey, Granny.
Oh, Daniel.
How are you feeling?
Oh, just grand. And a dancing jig. Oh, but truthfully, Daniel, I feel terrible. I'm so tired. But don't you tell the old witch that. I wanted to think I'll be around for a while yet.
Well, can I get you anything?
No, just come and sit with me for a while. You're more like your grandpa every day. I'm not long for this world.
Oh, Granny.
No, I know when my time comes. And I welcome it. Daniel, do you remember when I asked you to take me back to Ireland and bury me beside your grandpa?
Yes, I remember.
Yes, well, I'm not holding you to that promise, no. That was terrible selfish of me. I want you to forget what I asked you to do. Wherever I'm buried, it'll be in God's green earth. That's good enough for me. And Daniel, don't worry about your grandpa. I'll find him. I got a bone to pick with the man.
Well, you won't have to worry about going looking for him, Granny, because I promised you that when your time came, you'd be buried in Ireland next to Grandpa, and in Ireland you'll be placed, and I'll not hear another word about it.
That's that Callahan stubborn streak. Daniel, would you fetch me that sprig of honeysuckle that you give me in Limerick? It's in the cover of me Bible.
Oh, Granny. Oh, I remember picking this up on Flynn's Hill with Kathleen on New Year's on our way to Tully's. You remember that, don't you, Granny? When everybody gathered to see us off. Oh, it was a cool night. Oh, but the stars filled the sky like a million sparkling diamonds. Oh, you remember that, don't you, Granny? 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 Oh. All is well, Granny. Nothing is hurt. Nothing is lost. One brief moment, and all will be as it was before. How we shall smile at the trouble of parting when we meet again.
Dan?
Mick.
I think this is the last of your grandmother's things, Dan. Where shall I put these? Danny? Dan?
Sorry?
You're exhausted. Why don't you try to sleep for a while?
Oh, I'm okay, thanks.
My dad used to call me M. M stands for my girl, he used to say. Mum said M was short for mischievous. She always did have a way of ruining things. Jealous, I suppose. Well, what do you think, Dan? Mischievous or my girl? I love you, Danny O'Malley.
Oh, yes.
Huh?
Young man! Cease molesting my daughter!
I am not molesting your daughter!
Oh, how could you take advantage of my precious little blossom with your dear departed grandmother, not yet cold, laid out 10 feet away to bear witness to it all? You no respect.
Mrs. Granger.
Oh, are you all right, Blossom?
Well, of course she's all right. I would never.
Never?
Never!
Yes, Mother, I'm all right now. Thank you for coming to my rescue.
Your rescue?
Daniel, I think Emily deserves an apology.
Well, she definitely deserves something. And an apology is not it.
Oh, I am sorry, Mrs. Granger. Daniel has had a...
Oh, spare the apologies, Mr. O'Malley. Your David has just lost his dear grandmother. His actions can be excused for it. My Emily is a very attractive young lady, and your son obviously sees that. Of course, I have been told on several occasions how much she looks like her mother. And please, call me Desdemona.
Oh, Patrick, thank you for your help with Ma and for your understanding with Daniel. He's a good lad, but he's had a difficult year this past year. A lot of growing up.
You have had a lot to contend with since your arrival. And I know how difficult it can be bringing up children alone, Mr. Patrick.
They've had to do their growing up without much help from me, I'm afraid. I haven't been a very good father since Bridie died. Emily should be thankful that she has you and Mr. Granger to come home to. What is it, Mrs. Granger?
Oh, Desdemona.
Desdemona, is it Mr. Granger?
He's out for his walk. I'm so worried about him. He's been gone for such a long time now.
Well, when did he leave?
1832.
That's 16 years ago.
Oh, do you think I have cause to worry?
Well, certainly. Cause for some concern.
Oh. Arthur had never been out for a walk alone before. I kept his steak dinner warm for him the night he left, until it resembled a shriveled up piece of cowhide. And then I made him dinner every day for the next 2 years, till I realised he wasn't coming back. Oh, poor Emily. She did miss her father so much those first couple of years.
Oh, I am sorry, Desdemona.
That's all I ever wanted. was for Arthur to come walking back through that door with his old grey raincoat and his tartan scarf, so I could wring his scrawny little neck with it. Oh well, I have work to do, and I've avoided it far too long. If there's anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, Desdemona. Bye.
Desdemona?
Arrangements have been made for your gran. I spoke with Father Edmund over at St. Jude's.
She's not being buried here.
He said he could make her... What?
She's not being buried here. I'm taking her back to Limerick.
Mick, get out of here. No, I said...
Mickey, go on. Go for a walk.
What's this nonsense? You're talking through the top of your head. Taking her, you're not taking her
I'm
anywhere.
taking her back to Limerick, Dad. I made her a promise. And now I'm honouring that promise. Besides, it was you who told everybody that, this was just a temporary situation. That we'd all be back home in Ireland someday.
And how do you expect to pay for this foolish scheme?
Kerry's uncle has agreed to take us on his next shipment out. I'll be working my way over his payment.
Your grandmother is dead, Daniel. What difference does it make?
It makes all the difference in the world. She came here against her will, as Ma did, and it killed them both.
Dan!
You killed them both.
Don't you dare speak to me that way. I know you're upset.
I've lost Kit. I've lost my ma, and now Gran, of course I'm upset.
We're all upset.
Ach, we! You're not upset. You hated Gran. You couldn't wait for her to die. And even when Ma died on board that ship, you shed no tears for her.
How dare you presume to tell me how I felt?
I watched you. Staring at her lifeless body with not an ounce of remorse. You let them throw her into that cold, dark sea. Why? Why? Why did you do it, Dad? Why did you stop?
Dad, stop! Get out of it! Oh, Bridie.
I wonder where I'll be without your love and your endless source of light. I realize I'm nothing, not half the man I was when you were in my life. And you gave me music, and you gave me life. You were sweet music, you were the breath in me that brought my song to life.
I ask God how you are. I pray you're safe before I sleep each night. And I thank Him each morning for every single day I had you in my life. 'Cause you gave me music when you gave me life. And you are sweet music. You are the breath in me that brings my songs to
I
life.
wonder who he is, this man, my son, for he's a million miles from me.
I realized that I lost him. My father died with you that night upon the sea.
why can't he love me?
Why must they fight?
And why must he judge me without you here? Our souls have lost their light. I miss you, Mother. Oh, I need you more. And I need your music. You are the breath in me that brings my songs to life. You gave me music. Damn you, Dad.
Yeah. I showed him, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. He was this close to her. He wasn't, you damn Irish. No, he can't. She's your girl.
Exactly.
That's the way it's gonna be.
Hey, lads! Do any of you smell anything?
Yeah. Sort of smells like an immigrant.
I think you're right, Eddie. Hey, Irish! Do you smell anything?
They say that dogs can't smell their own.
Is that right, Irish? You can't smell your own, eh? Not so tough now, are you, Irish? Without your friends to protect you.
No!
They tell me you're going back to Ireland. Well, here's a reminder of your friends back here.
Come on, good
I
job.
need you to stay away from our women.
And then he said, call me Patrick. Well, as you know, I don't usually familiarise myself with the tenants. Oh, but he can turn on the Irish charm at the drop of a hat. Have you noticed? Blossom? I was saying, he can turn on the Irish charm at the drop of a hat.
Irish charm? Is that what you call it? He's rude and obnoxious and I hate him.
Oh, why would you hate Patrick O'Malley? It's a very kind...
I don't hate Mr. O'Malley. I thought you were talking about Danny.
Oh, did he hurt you, Blossom? Oh, I'll have a word with that David and tell him to leave you alone. He so much as touches you.
No, Mother,
again.
that's the problem. Danny won't touch me. He won't have anything to do with me.
Oh, really? Well, it didn't look like that earlier today when I walked into the apartment. His arms all over you, mauling you.
I fell on him, that's all.
Well, if you fell on him, then it was his doing. I know how men work, my dear. What may look like an innocent accident may, in fact, be the result of a calculated intention.
I wish.
Oh, Blossom. I think my little girl's growing up. She's starting to think about boys.
Mother, I'm 23 years old. I know all about the opposite sex.
Oh, Blossom, don't use that word so freely. Oh.
If she only knew.
What was that?
Nothing.
Well, does the young man know how you feel?
He doesn't even know I exist.
Oh, I think he'll open his eyes one of these days and see a very beautiful young lady looking back at him. With me standing right behind you.
Mother.
Oh my goodness, who could that be this time of night?
I don't know.
Oh, well, don't answer it, we don't know who it is.
And we won't unless we open the door and take a look.
Oh, but oh my giddy aunt, it's the mole.
Oh, Danny. Quick, Mother, go fetch Mr. O'Malley.
No, please don't.
But, young man, you've been hurt.
It's all right, Mother. I'll look after him. You go to bed.
Emily, I can't leave you alone with him. It's dangerous.
Don't worry, Mother. I won't hurt him. Go to bed. What happened?
It was a fight.
Fight? With who?
Oh, that Stuart Klein idiot and his cronies.
Stuart Klein. I might have known. Why did he do this?
People like that don't need a reason, Hate for the Irish is reason enough.
You wait till I see him again at Rogan's. I'll
You
sort
won't.
of...
I don't want you getting involved with the likes of him.
Too late, Dan. I learned my lesson with Klein a long time ago. I was young then. Thought I knew what I wanted.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. I'm not much of a nurse, I'm afraid. You've been drinking. You're gonna have a nasty bruise tomorrow.
Is everything all right, Blossom?
Yes, Mother, go to bed.
I think I should go.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Before I go, I should tell you, I'm going back to Ireland. I'm taking Gran back to be buried in Limerick.
Ireland? Are you coming back?
I don't know. I got questions that need answers and things to figure out.
Why did you come here tonight?
I don't know. I don't know why I came here.
Danny O'Malley! You go back to Ireland then. Find the answers you're looking for. Maybe then you can stop blaming the world around you for the chaos that you've created. It's a shame, Dan. Seeing you like this reminds me of your father.
I packed my life in a wooden crate, sold my soul for this sad exchange of fate. And the ones I loved left me so soon. So take me now, Lord, for I am finally ruined. How do I go on when there's no more strength to guide? How do I go on when I'm broken inside? How do I go on? So many words unspoken, so beaten, battered, broken. If I could turn the changing tide, well,
bide. Though broken, there's still strength inside.
But I'm so broken.
There's still strength inside.
How do I begin to say Carrie, never mind yourself with that Stuart Klein idiot. He just found himself walking across my crooked towpath in life, and anyone who does that is bound to step into trouble one way or the other.
I'll bear that in mind. So, you managed to get the passage on my uncle's cargo ship then?
Yes. Granted, be mighty happy to know that she's travelling back to Ireland on a shipment of malt whiskey.
And they'd best make sure she's truly well and gone. Any word from your dad?
No. He avoids me and I do the same.
You can't leave without at least speaking to him.
There's nothing to say, Carrie. Will Marlene be singing tonight, Carrie?
I think so. That's what I heard yesterday.
Did you hear? Okay. Maybe we could get her a beer.
She comes.
Marlene? Oh! We were wondering if you'd be performing tonight.
So, would you like to sit?
Fetch me a malt, please.
Oh,
Harry.
Right.
Dan, I thought you'd be halfway across the ocean by now.
You know I don't leave till tomorrow. About the other night,
Forget it. I already have.
Well, I haven't. I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Where is that Carrie with my malt?
Oh, he'll be back. I suspect he has eyes for you.
He doesn't have eyes for me, Dan. He has eyes for Marlene. And beyond that door, she doesn't exist. I'm just plain little Emily Granger, who gets a chance once a week to playing at being a woman.
Well, you played very well.
I'm surprised you even noticed. Your face is healing well.
Thanks. I had a good nurse.
So, you leave tomorrow?
Yes.
Are you coming back?
I don't know. There doesn't seem to be much for me here.
What's for you there?
Kathleen.
Is she there for you?
I don't know. Like I said, it's one of the questions I need answered, but I know I just can't sit here my whole life and wondering what might have been.
And if she's not there for you?
It's still home.
Your home is where your family is, Dan.
Mick will be all right. He has Dad.
I was 7 when my father left. I used to wait by the window every night for him to come home. I couldn't accept that he would leave me. My biggest regret is that I never got a chance to say goodbye. He denied me that chance. Don't leave without saying goodbye. You owe your father that.
Here you go.
Come on, Carrie. Come on.
Must I hang the moon to make you love me? Must I tame the river with my sigh? Must I love when you are not beside me? How do I begin?
Where did I go wrong? I need you to come back and make it all right like you used to. Our Dan believes I don't care about losing you. He doesn't know about the anguished nights I spent with my heart breaking after you passed away. I don't blame him. I hid my feelings. I turned to drink and self-pity. I thought I had to be strong around him. But I couldn't do it. Now our son hates me.
He doesn't hate you.
Oh, Desdemona.
Has he gone yet?
No, he leaves tomorrow.
Good. Then there's still time.
Time for what?
Time to tell him how you feel. And to let him know that there's still a place for him here when he returns. Without a rent increase, I might add.
I don't think he'll ever come back to New Brunswick. He's right. I should never have left Ireland a year ago. I should have stayed and tried to make a go of it.
You did what you believed was the right thing to do for your family, Patrick. There's still much suffering in Ireland today. Oh, goodness knows what would have become of you all if you'd have stayed. When he comes home...
He won't be coming home. I don't think he'll ever be back. I struck him, and I've never before raised a hand to him.
Well, if you hit him, then he probably deserved it. And you standing there feeling sorry for yourself is not the answer. Do you know where he is?
No, but I think Fergus does.
Right, come on.
But Desdemona...
Patrick O'Malley, if you don't do this now, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. And to make certain of it, I'll be there every day.
For the rest of my life?
Yes. Which won't be very long if we don't hurry up now. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all those with lost loves and broken hearts, once upon a time is how this story starts. A maiden and a prince and two strange hearts. The maiden, she was smitten by the prince one night, but the prince, he didn't see her in the same quaint light. Oh, once upon a time is how this story starts. Ladies and gentlemen, Marley.
Once upon a time, when everything was fine, the prince, he loved her, he really loved her. Once upon a time, back another rhyme, the story changed endings and things needed mending, but ever after only happens once upon a time. Once upon a time, when the stars were all aligned, the prince, he loved her, he really loved her. Once upon a time, when the fairy tale was mine, the ending was better, for they were together. But ever after only happens once upon a but ever after only happens once upon a time, when everything was mine. Oh, once upon a time, back another rhyme. Once upon a time, when this fairy tale was mine, the ending was better, for they were together. But ever after only happens once upon a time. Once upon a time is how the story starts.
Are you sure he's here, Fergus?
Aye, I heard him speaking to the lads at work about coming here.
Oh, driving forward. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can't see. Oh, there it is. Ah! Oh, Emily!
Desdemona! Desdemona, are you all right?
Who's Desdemona? Her name is Doris.
My little possessed.
I'm not possessed, Mother, and please stop calling me Blossom. I hate it.
Calling yourself Marlene. That was my mother's name.
Well, I wasn't about to call myself Doris after you. Doris.
Desdemona.
Doris.
Desdemona!
Your father wants to speak to you, Dan, and I think you have something to say to him, too. I'll meet you at the docks tomorrow morning. Don't be late.
Oh, my little confused Blossom. Mother! Oh, Blossom!
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
No, Dad. I'm sorry. I should have never spoken to you like that.
When your mother passed away on that boat,
Dad, you don't...
part of me died with her. I wasn't sure how I was going to carry on. I thought I had to be strong for you and Nick, but I realize now that I was wrong not to share my feelings with you, how hurt and empty I felt inside.
I know how you felt, Dad. I remember how you were the first few days after we arrived. I know how much you loved me. You don't live with a person your whole life and not know that.
As for your gran, I know we had our differences, but I did care for her very much.
Oh, I know you did, Dad. But I'm afraid the feeling wasn't mutual.
I don't think it was either. You leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're going to have to talk to your brother. He's scared. He's never going to see you again.
I will.
I hope everything works out with you and Kathleen.
So do I.
If they do or if they don't, are you coming back?
I don't know. It depends on what happens.
I hope you do come back.
Mick and you will be all right here on your own, Dad?
Oh, we won't be on our own. We'll have Mrs. Granger to look after us.
And I'm sure she'll do plenty of that.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Your mother would be proud of you, Dan.
I miss her.
We both miss her.
So many people arriving still. How sad and lost they look.
I know that look. I don't envy what they'll have to go through today. Wasn't difficult getting a return trip. I think I'm the only man going back to Ireland.
I was hoping your brother would be here to see you off.
So was I. He's not talking to me right now.
I want you to know, I won't do it, Dan.
Do what, Em?
I won't wait by that window for you.
Emily,
I've waited half my life for my father to come home. I can't be expected to wait forever for you.
Well, I don't
I
expect
have a life, Danny.
Emily, what?
All right, 3 months, Daniel O'Malley, and that's it. If you're not back within 3 months, I want you to forget we ever had anything.
Ever had anything?
Just humor me.
Sorry, Em.
You better board your ship, mister. It's a long swim back to Ireland, and you have to save your strength for Kathleen.
Thanks. You've been a great help, Em, and I know I didn't deserve it.
I know.
O'Malley! I thought I missed you.
Harry, no.
All right. Before you go, I've got one thing to say. You came over here, got your damn job, made a few enemies and a few friends, so come back to us if you can. We'll be waiting for you, won't we, Marlene?
There you go muttering, Carrie. Come on, walk me home.
Oh.
Dan! Danny!
Oh, Mick.
Dan, don't go. Don't leave me.
Mick. Have I told you how proud I am of you? Oh, I am. Mick, I'm so proud of you. And if I wasn't so proud of you, I couldn't leave Dad here alone and take Gran back to be buried in Limerick. You're an O'Malley. But more important than that, you're my brother. Can I count on you?
Please. Take me back.
Can't, Mick. And I won't lie to you. I don't know if I'll be back. But I promise you, if I'm not, I'll send for you. Deal?
Deal.
Okay, be strong. Be strong. Now, you look after Dad for me. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain fall soft upon the fields. And until we meet again, until we may the good Lord hold you safe, hold you in the palm of his hand.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And remember, man, that thou art dust, and to dust thou shalt return.
May the good Lord hold you safe, hold you in the palm of his hand.
That was a fine farewell for your Grand Daniel. You kept your promise. You should be proud.
Oh, Maggie. Have you seen Kathleen?
Oh, Kathleen. Oh, you haven't seen her then?
No, I was hoping she'd be here. She and Granny were very close.
Oh, she's had a real hard time of it these last 6 months. Her dad's been really sick.
Michael Owen? I had no idea.
Well, Daniel, we've arranged a wake for your gran at Tully's, like you've never seen this side of Limerick.
Oh,
Come
Meg.
now.
Hey, Dan! You're grand to remember this one.
Hey! Hey! Woo! Hey! Hey! Woo!
You're looking well, O'Malley.
Well, it must be that fine New Brunswick air, because you look like hell. Son.
Oh. How's your dad?
Oh, he's doing great. And how's your family?
Great. Colin's going to America, and Brianna's up at the Calhoun place as a servant girl.
Oh, that's great, Sean. And how's Kathleen?
Oh, she's great. Can't wait to see you.
Oh, and I can't wait to see her. Aidan, how about a couple months here for the both of us? Oh, it's good to see you, Sean.
Aidan, where are those notes?
I see the service hasn't improved here at Tully's. Oh, thanks. It's good to be home.
That's for sure. But it's unfortunate it took a grand wake to get you here.
Well, it'd have to take something pretty spectacular to bring me back to this dump, and you lot.
So the rumours were true. Danny O'Malley back in Limerick.
Hey, Bridget, how's things?
Things in Limerick? Shite, Dan. Half the population is either dead or dying, and the other half are waiting their turn.
Leave it alone, Bridget.
Does that answer your question, O'Malley?
And what about Kathleen? How is she, Bridget?
What are you asking me about Kathleen? Oh, you don't know.
No what?
This is priceless, this is. Have you asked Sean where she is?
Bridget?
Sean?
Ah, now, Sean, don't keep the man in suspense.
Not here, Bridget. Not now.
Why not? Here's a good place as any. We're amongst friends, aren't we?
Clam up, girl!
Get off!
Stop the warren! That's enough. Go, Bridget.
Fine, I'll go. But I'd be careful whose side you're taking, O'Malley. Especially since your Sean has taken your Kathleen for himself.
Sean?
I wanted to tell you that.
You're Kathleen?
Let me explain.
Explain what?
Listen.
Where is she?
Kathleen's promised to me now, Dan.
Where is she?
She's visiting her grand's grave.
There's no use! She don't want you no more! Nobody wants you no more. Might as well go back to where you came from.
Dan!
Hi, Gran. Sorry, I just couldn't be here earlier. But I brought you these. I picked them this morning over on Flynn's Hill, like I used to with... Well, you remember, don't you, when we used to bring you honeysuckle?
She remembers. Kathleen.
Let me pass.
Just talk to me, that's all I ask.
There's nothing left to say, Dan.
Kathleen, I have a million questions eating away at me.
Well, go ahead and ask your questions. But you may not like the answers.
Are you and Sean?
Yes.
How long?
Oh, what does it matter how long? You left Ireland, remember? You had a choice to stay that New Year's Day so long ago, and you chose to go.
I had to go. I had no choice. But I wrote to you almost every day.
You wrote to me?
Why? Why didn't you answer my letters?
Because she never received them.
Sean.
I know what I did must seem wrong to you, Kathleen. But he was living thousands of miles away.
She never received them. You hid the letters from her?
Ah, you left us, Dan. You went away to a new country, to a new life with no thought of us. And now you come back to Limerick to bury your grand and expect everything to be like it was? Give me an idea how many people we buried here this year. The hunger we've seen, the suffering and despair. I couldn't face that alone.
How dare you?
You don't understand.
Don't judge me. Where are the letters I gave you to send to Danny?
I thought Dan would never return to Ireland. With your dad's sick, I knew you'd never leave him.
I'll ask you again. Where are the letters I gave you to send to Danny?
Gone. They've gone. I threw them away. I did what I thought was best for you.
Best? For me?
Yeah. You can't waste your life on someone you may never see again.
How could you do it, Sean? We were best friends.
That was a long time ago, Dan. We were kids. Things are different now.
How could you have hid the letters from her?
Stop it, the two of you. Stop it. Leave off. I said, if there's any more hidden to be done, I'll be the one doing it.
Kathleen, wait, don't go.
There. Like I said, things are different now. Come on, Kathleen. He attacked me first, you saw him.
Go, Sean.
I guess some things aren't different. Are they, Kathleen?
Danny. You! Lads, help! Thanks, lads.
He'll be just fine. He'll have a very sore head in the morning, though.
Thanks, Maggie. I didn't know who to fetch. I knew I couldn't take him home, not with me dad there.
Oh, I'm happy to help you, love. How's your dad doing?
Oh, he's doing much better, thank you. He's starting to complain again, which is always a good sign.
Well, I'll leave the two of you alone. I'll be right next door if you need me.
Maggie, why? It was never meant to happen like this.
Oh, Kathleen, we never know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of the story. It's crafted by wiser hands than ours.
If I could rewrite our story, I would surely change a line or two. Perhaps I'd start the day you left, and I'd join you on that sea, or maybe hold you here and watch you grow old with me. But I'm not the writer of our story. I'm certain it's been penned by wiser hands than mine. And even if I tried to change our story, I could not rewrite a single word or line. I'm not the heroine, I'm not the villain, I'm not the jester or the clown. I'm not 100 men on horseback, saving some forgotten town. I'm not the reigning queen, not the battle scene. I'm not St. Bridget with her powers. I'm just one small thread of something crafted by wiser hands than ours. I'm not the reigning queen, not the battle scene. I'm not the final tragic hours. I'm just one small thread of something crafted by wiser hands than ours. If I could rewrite our story, I would surely change
hit you. With a tree.
He always was a dirty fighter.
Danny, I didn't know about the letters. I should have guessed. But when I didn't hear from you after that first one, well, I figured you just decided to forget all about me and get on with your life.
Forget all about you? Just like that?
Well, I was hurt. And pretty angry. But I wouldn't have blamed you for doing so. In that letter from you that I received after you first arrived, well, New Brunswick sounded like a wonderful place.
Oh, it is.
Sounded like home.
Did it? Come back with me.
No. Dan, it's not that simple anymore. When you first left Ireland, we thought we knew what the future had in store for us. But I've seen things this past year that'll haunt me forever.
Kathleen?
And there's my dad to look after.
Well, then I'll stay here.
Before you decide that, I want you to answer me one question as honestly as you can. Will you do that for me?
Yes, go ahead.
Why did you come back to Ireland?
I promised Gran that when her time came, I'd bring her back to Limerick to be buried next to Grandpa.
Well, that is a beautiful and honourable and loving reason to return. But not exactly the one I might have been hoping for.
Oh, but of course there's
If
so...
I factor into the equation at all for your return, it's to finally say goodbye. We never had that chance, remember?
What are you saying, Kathleen?
I could never leave Ireland then. I realise that now. I can't imagine anywhere else ever being home for us.
But what now? Where do we go from here?
Will we go on? And we let the pages of our story decide. It isn't really up to us. It never really was. Now, you have a family who loves you, waiting for you at home. And I have a family who needs me here, in my home. What was it my ma told me to do before she died?
Follow your heart.
It's good advice. And it's the right thing to do. I'm not the heroine.
Not the villain.
I'm not the tragic final hours.
I'm just one small thread of something crafted by wiser hands than ours.
If I could rewrite our story. Goodbye, Daniel O'Malley.
Oh, Kit. Most of the important moments of my life find me standing at a pier, staring out into the vastness of beyond, and wondering which ship it is I am to board. For it's taken me oceans and promises and oceans again to discover that amidst all the loss I've been granted so much. I've been permitted to love so deeply that farewells should be so unbearably trying. Farewells at home and on the distant shore. And without warning, I think of Emily. Far away, yet sometimes closer than I might want to believe. And then there's Kit. She was right, as she often is. There's only a small part of the story that we have the power or even the permission to control. And so, we find ourselves at another pier, about to cross another threshold. And the decision remains as difficult as it always has. The comfort and surety of home tugs at our being as equally as the promise of what might await upon the distant shore. The story goes on.